G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning into today's... Oh, it's a nice, very different video on YouTube. It's a nice vlog. Trying to watch my step because there's a lot of plants here that are just taking over. And yes, here we are. We've got some very good updates throughout the whole garden, but I've also got some more stuff that I really want to add about the stuff that I might probably say August is going to be a very dormant month on my YouTube channel. So, that being said, August is not going to be seeing that many videos on YouTube. It's just going to be like a small amount. But I will probably promise you guys to upload videos day after day after day, because I normally tend to do that sort of thing on YouTube. But yes, let's take a look at some very good updates. I've just watered down some calendulas, and look how many calendula bulbs or buds we're going to be having later on somehow by that time, when summer is pretty much nearly on its last legs by next month. And of course, yes, I know we're getting into the very last month of summer, but I don't know how August is going to be like. Either it's going to be a hot month, or is it going to be a cold month, or is it going to be like, well, I don't know, maybe a wet month or a dry month. We just don't know, because the weather in summertime can be absolutely erratic in the UK. It actually applies to the same thing in many temperate countries, as long as it's not the Mediterranean, because it gets super dry, of course. Anyways, we've got lots of marigold. The marigold is doing so fantastic. This is like a little weather forecast, isn't it? Fuchsia has unfortunately died off. It's been very disappointing for the fuchsias. And we've also got these plants. I've got no idea what these are, which are looking good. The Regalion flowers, which look like daisies, they're doing really nice, but I'm not sure how much pollination work have they been doing with the attraction with the insects and stuff. Then we've also got this calendula flower here that I'm actually going to talk about earlier on. In fact, I talked about it so much. The mint plant is doing a-okay. And let me just count how many buds there are. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've also got these extra flower bits. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my goodness me, 10. That's amazing. Yay, 10 of these flower buds. Now that's actually starting to come really in handy somehow. That's about 5 to 10 of these things. Maybe we can get up to at least 12 of the same thing, and that will actually somehow be a very nice thing, because look at how expansive this plant is taking over. It is just chronically amazing. You can just see another additional plant has just decided to take over. It is just chronically amazing. And then we've also got, if we look down here, yes, all the radish has been harvested before how hot it's going to be like today. About 27 degrees. Thank goodness I've collected all the radish, and thank goodness I made more room for more radish to grow. And that sounds like good news. Well, actually, the meadows to grow, actually, because I've harvested all of the radish. Thank goodness for that. And then we've also got some extra flowers here, which I've got no idea what these are. Very strange flowers, and there's some construction work going on here. There's some lavender here, which I'm not sure if they turn into seed pods yet, but I can actually see a little fly that's actually doing a bit of pollinating, which is actually quite a good thing to see. And if I zoom in very closely, you can see the little bug. That's a little hoverfly that's doing a little bit of pollinating. Okay, that sounds really, really good somehow. And then we've also got more flowers here, and they're actually doing really, really good. Lots of white ones, and we've also got a small hint of yellow, which I can't see at the moment, but there's one right here. There's another one there, which I presume is some sort of weird dandelion type thing. Then we've also got petunias. Yes, the petunias have also done really well. And of course, yes, the tomatoes. Oh man, I just can't wait for those things to get ripe real fast. If there's another hot August, man, that will be fairly good for these plants to ripen very fast. And when it's hot outside, they actually promote a very good sign for the fruit to germinate, to actually come out really nicely. And not only that, it also helps the, look at that, little tomato fruits are starting to pop out now, since it's that time of the year, eh? And as funny as it sounds, look how tall that sunflower seedling has also decided to grow. It has just grown massive. Well, I haven't seen the flowers yet, but I'm certainly somehow looking forward to it. And that's one of the nicest things about what's about to come later on, once this whole plant is nicely growing. And that's somehow really nice. The Lobelia containers, they're doing really good. lots of new flowers being sprouted out and blossomed out so nicely, and same with this one here, but all I can just see is thick greens. There's just way too many greens, and I think there's also been some pretty bad news going on here. I think the majority of the flowers, they've just started to die off. I can't really tell, but who knows. Then we've also got these, what do you call them, salvia plants. I just hope there's no insect infections going on here. Noticing that the sunflower seedling has died, but we've also got some nice salvia plants that are just nicely growing too. Those sort of flowers, which I can't really tell. I think I've wasted money on these things. Okay, and now I've also, let me just have a bit of a track through. I've got some lavender on the other side, and these are the marigolds that I've just potted, of course. And I'm just so glad of what I can make use of during my full partaking of the garden. It is just beyond fairly nice. The calendulas do look like they're starting to blossom, which is very, very nice. Hopefully as the warm weather continues, that should start to, make things very, very nice. Of course, during autumn time, everything will just stop, all things come to an end once the cold season approaches. Okay, and then we've also got some nasturtium, which I'm not sure how much growing progression it has done for, but don't know how much I could really say. It's just been sitting there doing nothing, and of course, yes, one of the tomato seedlings has died off, which isn't really good to hear. The other thing I might have to try and do is probably take out these old sunflower seedlings, because look how dead they are. They're just not looking like they're in a very good condition. And I mean, look at this. I think I've just wasted way too much money to get into this, but nevertheless I can start to see somehow, what is that plant? I've got no idea what plant is that sprouting out. And then this sunflower seedling, yeah, it's just died off. I might have to probably start over again, but I've also planted some more new tomato seedlings, which is just the sort of thing I've been transplanting for basically weeks, which is nice. Well, actually, it took over a week to get that thing transplanted, which is nice. It's somehow one of the most fantastic things I can look at, though, too. Lovely white flowers on that tree, which is just fantastic, and somehow I just cannot feel very much more impressed than what I usually am. And I mean, very much so. I'm always very impressed with the garden and stuff, but not when the garden is in a total state of disrepair. But nevertheless, look how fully overgrown this garden is. And I mean, look at this. We've got a new dandelion. That's going to be a real game changer here. Either it's going to block the marigolds, or it's going to pretty much attract more pollinators. But nevertheless, it all comes in handy. Okay, let me just speak about August of 2024 again. So, August being a dormant month is going to be very much more likely. So, starting from the 1st of August, I'm actually not going to be making that many videos on YouTube. Yet, I will be continuing to do some delayed videos on YouTube. Not sure about the daily videos on YouTube, but I don't think I've got that much. So, after uploading the last delayed video on YouTube, maybe it's time for me to take a break. In fact, a very large break. And what's also coming in the wings is a new animation project that might be released sometime around mid to late August, depending on how everything goes. And really, I'm still waiting for other stuff to appear. And also, as I'm actually just making this video, toy reviews are not going to be starting until the very first day of September. So, around the 1st of September, I'll be able to go back and do some toy reviewing and stuff. Because, I'm just giving myself a very big break away from, doing toy reviews and stuff. Because not only I had enough, but I think it's, way too much. And I'm also waiting for, I'm also, just going to take a break here. Because, I'm just waiting for, things for my YouTube channel to shape up. And how, I'm also going to test on how my YouTube channel works. Without even making videos on YouTube, who knows? Oh, sorry, I think my screen is going a little bit wet here. That's why I'm just poking my finger around the camera here. But there's actually something very interesting I want to show you here before I should end the video. Right there is some sort of spider. Can anyone explain to me what species of spider that is? Crikey, I just don't know what species that is. Oh, it's doing a runner and it's just fallen. Oh wait, it's not. And it's just clinging to my hands. Look at that. It's just clinging to my hands. Look at that. It's doing a little bit of a circus trapeze type thing. It's like it's just dangling down from the web. I bet by September we will start to see a massive influx of spiders. And look at that thing. It's running. Maybe I should have never disturbed it from its spider web. Whoa. I don't know how much I'm going to pick it up, but can you see it? There it is. There's the damn thing. I don't think I can pick it up very nicely. Oh, it's camouflaging. I'd hate to get a splinter for this one. Now, no, doesn't look like it. I think it could be a jumping spider. Might be totally wrong. But anyway, so yes, around August of 2024, it's going to be very much a month where I'm just going to take a break from my YouTube channel. But I'm actually going to be finishing off the last roundup of delayed videos on YouTube, where the ones I filmed back in Malaysia of 2023, but I've also got other videos which have been filmed recently from other devices, probably my dad's phone and the Samsung Galaxy S3, which is much more of an older phone than anything else, really. Somehow I'm trying to plan to get these videos uploaded on my YouTube channel, and if I can't, that's okay. I can just pretty much wait. Oh, who knows? Maybe I'm just straightforward, thinking about the masses of videos on YouTube. Oh, I didn't talk about these. I think that's a mixture of foxgloves and other seedlings, which I can't quite recall. And thank goodness I tried to grow them, but I think they're going to fail, as sad as it sounds. I just do not know how much am I going to say right here. It's somehow a little bit, sinister to tell. Anyways, I just don't know how much am I going to be getting around throughout August. So, yeah, it's almost looking like as if my head was turning into a darker sort of, I don't know, like a dark phantom or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm a dark spectre. Oh, it's kind of weird to think about it. Anyways, I shall better leave this video here. As always, please give this video a like, subscribe for more for other videos in the future. And as always, thanks so much for watching. And goodbye for now. I shall actually talk more about the things relating to August next month. Bye now.